Hey, what's up, y'all? Let's help you out with your squats, okay? We're gonna go through a goblet squat. Doesn't matter if you're doing goblet, barbell, front squat, back squat, whatever. The principles will stay about the same. But, I'm just gonna go through a few things that I see folks do, and then, how to correct that and why, all right? So, if we're thinking squat, we wanna think about moving like an elevator up and down. So it's a lot of knee bend. A lot of folks, beginners or those that are new to it, they tend to turn it into more like a hinge position, which, powerlifters have more of like a hinge-based squat because they do a lot of low bar squats, but that's a whole different conversation for this. We're just talking about a regular like high bar squat, goblet squat. So what I want it to look like is boom, right there, okay? So you hear a lot of talk on foot position, toe in, toe out. Look, one of the easiest ways to do it is just have somebody jump and see where they land. That's kind of like their power position, and that's basically where you want them to be. But for most people, what I tell them to do is, hey, just go, a little bit wider hip width maybe, have your toes pointed out just a little bit. It's gonna help you fall down into it. You really don't, everybody wants to keep their toes pointing forward. For a lot of people, it's not gonna work, but it really goes on your anatomy of your hip. We can't see in there, right? I don't have an x-ray of your hip to know, are you more anteverted, retroverted, what you are. So we're just gonna look at you. I'll have you stand, squat. If you can't go low, I'm gonna have you go a little bit wider, toe out a little bit. Oh yeah, now you fall right down into it. That's where we wanna be. You have to play around with it and kind of see. But, once you can kind of feel that out, and like, this is my position, then I'm looking, okay, hey, what's your torso look like as you fall, as you squat down? You should stay nice and tall, just like that. When you get down low, are you coming straight up, all in one, or your hips jutting up first? Does it look like this? You'll see that a lot, especially, folks learning how to squat, or if the weight's too heavy, their hips will jut up on them. Now, the thing that I see is folks will start going down. Next thing, their torso falls down. That's just making up extra range of motion for them, okay? So they're not getting that low, but they think they are by doing that. So again, it'll look like that. Yep. So again, we're looking to move like an elevator though. So I really wanted to see going down, my knees are going forward, my torso staying nice and tall. I just fall right down in that hole. Now I'm gonna come up all in one. My knees and hips are rising at the same time. Again, what you don't want it to look like is going down, my torso falls forward. Now I'm gonna push up like that, right? You'll see that a lot. If that's the case, just drop down on the weight. There's a lot of ways to fix that, but we don't wanna fall into those mechanics, that motor learning. We don't want you to learn that pattern. So either go lighter, get your mobility down so that you're staying tight right there. Okay? Hey, I hope that helps. Keep following along. I'll try to teach you some more.